Hey, welcome back to this multi-time frame forecast. We're going to be going over gold. If you don't remember, we've done this one a couple months back, but we want to revisit it, deleting some items and revisiting the idea itself because a lot of stuff's changed and we're actually touching the support line. So if you don't remember, started on the monthly time frame as always. We went to the line chart, picked out this trend line, and if we go to the candle charts, we see that we had this area of structure as well. So this trend line was support, turn resistance into indecision, and now we are treating it as support once more potentially. And this potential support is actually aligning beautifully with this previous area of structure, initiated, tested, confirmed. So now we can see that potential resistance as that resistance as potential support. So that's why we're looking at some buying opportunities. Now, remember, whenever we want to get information on the current leg, we need to go to the previous leg. So the monthly target would have looked something like this, which would have been closer to this extension right here. So let's put that down right here, and we can delete that. So you can see that we already made a push upward testing this area, this area and this trend line. So I'm actually going to do this. We'll do structure, previous all-time low, high, and then we're also going to do a trend line, and that is going to be monthly as well. Just to give us a quick outline of what we're seeing whenever we're observing the structure. So if we look at this, there's a potential pattern being formed as well that completed. So if we take a look, it would look something like this. And these type of patterns have a higher probability of making it to the neckline, so it's already about there. Just want to highlight the fact that the patterns exist and you guys should be aware of them. And since it's a fractionalized system, you can have a pattern on one time frame, something not exist, and then another pattern on another time frame. And that can give confluence or it can give contradictions. But either way, these patterns have a higher probability, and the higher the time frame, the higher likely it is. Just letting you guys know that they exist. That being said, for this particular trade setup, what we're looking at doing right here is actually just going to be coming up, closing, and testing this area as support. So not only are we going to break through, but we're also going to test it on the daily time frame as well. So you can see we do have some potential resistance. It might be a little bit better to use this box. So we have some potential resistance right here that could be problematic for us. And what we wanted to see is basically come up and test this as support and maybe even do another one just like that. Call me McDonald's. And then from there, we can start seeing a move upward. But what we really want to see is at least one test of support structure being tested as support. So for the time being, we're just going to be waiting patiently, and there's not a real valid setup occurring within the next couple of hours or even days. We might see something next week. Like I said, we want to see this candle close above this area of structure as well. That'd be ideal. And this is what our trade setup would look like, assuming that we do get those ideal parameters. So close to 1-to-4 risk reward ratio on here. And like I said, we want to make sure that we are waiting patiently because it's good to miss a trade, then be impulsive and take a trade by force. And if you guys have been following along, we had said that we're unfortunately eating into a significant number of our profits this last week and last week as well. It's been a bit of a difficult trading week for us personally, but it's a part of the game. And so long you stay consistent, adhere to your strategy, don't deviate, and you continue to do everything that you're doing, um, assuming that your strategy and everything's correct, you will come up on the top. So wealth preservation is the key, and then after that, it's wealth generation. This is this is gold, guys. So we have structure, a previous trend, a previous all-time high, and then we have this trend line that's being tested on the monthly and weekly. On the daily, what we did is we want to see a retest of structure support, and then from there we can start looking for buying entries on the smaller time frame as our environment gets primed. So this is gold once more. If you guys are finding these videos useful, if you guys are learning on how to analyze charts a little bit better as a result, feel free to like this idea. It really does support us, gives others the chance to see it, and do not forget to comment down below pairs that you want us to cover in future videos. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.